Hi, guys. I hope you're finding me. My live stream was giving me a problem. Lucy's not helping, putting her big fluffy butt in the way. Oh, man. I am having a problem. It's like conflicting between my different sources of encoder. So let's see. We've got Susan, Michelle, Lisa, Sadie, Minuet. Scully's here, Debbie, Judy. Oh, I can't say everybody's names. I'll take up a whole video. Hey, Beth. Everybody say good friends. Oh, B. Barrera, BB2, BB Square. B. Barrera has been with me a very long time, following me on YouTube. Greatly appreciate it. So I wanted to take a look at a few things today, now that Lucy's out of the way. I made notes, trying to get ready, but oh my gosh, the technical difficulties. Oh yeah, I couldn't connect through the live stream that I scheduled. So yeah, kind of waiting for everybody to come over and find me. Maybe somebody can go in there and, oh, Dan's here. Hey, Dan. I haven't really started yet. I was giving people a chance to get out of the event I scheduled, which I couldn't get into for some reason. I couldn't get it to enable the camera. So I just started it from scratch. I'll have to next time try to figure out how to get that. Hey, Pauline. Okay, so I want to look at several things today. I want to look at, will Trump pardon Manafort? Because it's obvious Manafort's sending signals. Got more people coming in. Hey, everybody. Hey from the UK, or hey to the UK. Look, I'm using my England tea mug here. Coffee mug, I should say, but I made a massive amount of tea to keep my voice going. Oh, thank you, Dan. I have to talk to Tara's apprentice about live streaming, because every time I try to do it, I have some technical issues, and he doesn't seem to have that. So I want to talk to him and get some ideas of what I'm doing wrong when I create these live streams. It was my first time doing one where I pre-announced it, because I've been just popping on, going live, and checking out my my camera and my video. So this was the first time I tried to pre-schedule one, but glad you guys are finding me. So Trump, is he going to pardon Manafort? I'm trying to get straight into some readings here, because I know a lot of people don't like hearing all the gibby gab at the beginning while I'm waiting on everybody to find me. Oh, well, there seems to be some communication and bonding going on here between Trump and Manafort. He still looks like he's still trying to witness tamper. I can't angle the camera down because then I can't follow the chat. So you guys pardon me. I'm going to hold cards up for you, and I'll tell you about their placement. So in the past position, I've got my travel card. The chariot always shows up for me as travel. That's Trump coming back from Vietnam. Will Trump pardon Manafort? Well, right in the middle, I've got Mueller. You know, he's a fire sign. He always shows up for me as King of Wands or King of Swords. And when Mueller's making plans, he's always, and investigating, he always shows up as King of Wands. When he moves into action, he shows up often as King of Swords. He is a fire sign, so that's why he shows up a lot of times as King of Wands. And covered by the devil. So looks to me like Trump's more concerned about the investigation than pardoning Manafort. He has made a proposal to Manafort in the past. This is in the foundation, at the root of it. He has worked with him on the money. You guys are from all over. Crowning the reading, charging in like a fury. Who's charging in? This is the investigators charging in and looking at the spies and the money laundering and where the money, who paid who. Here's Trump turning his back to Manafort, looking to his future. I don't think he's going to pardon him. He's not offering anything to Manafort. He's not offering anything. It's going to be an end to Manafort. And he betrays Manafort. He basically is going to betray Manafort. Now, my guides have said, have told me back in January, I did some meditation and channeled writing with my guides, and they told me that Manafort was going to die in prison. So I don't think Trump's going to come to his rescue. He's going to serve a long time in there. Hey, Canada. Switzerland. Wow. Hey, Patricia. Arizona. My gosh, you guys are from all over. Hey, Elizabeth from Tennessee. Okay, so you guys got into where am I from in comments one time, talking about my accent and trying to figure out where I'm from. I've lived all over the place. I've lived from New York to Alabama to New Orleans, Tennessee, now in Illinois, Pennsylvania. I've moved all over the place when I was working in corporate America and doing this on the side. I am actually from Tennessee originally. So there's the answer to that little mystery. I'm from East Tennessee. I have one brother who sounds a lot like I do, where he's also moved all over the place. And also my most favorite teacher I had was in third grade, and she was from New York originally. She had a little New York accent. So it kind of rubbed off on me, I think, very early on that my accent, Beth can probably tell you, did I used to sound more Southern, Beth? I have Southern expressions I say a lot. Yeah, been to Johnson City, Pina. Very familiar with that. I want to look at a couple of things with Kim Jong-Un. I want to look at, because some of the videos I've been seeing from his meeting with Trump, his expression looks so funny, like, oh my God, I can't believe this guy is president of the United States. Like, just disbelief. I want to look at, what does Kim Jong-un think of President Trump now? Oh, not enough light here. I'll angle my lights down a little more. Is that better? Yeah, I'm gonna look at Felix Sater here in a little bit too. I've read on him before. I want to take a closer look now that they're going to pull him into the House testifying. Kim Jong-un, how do you feel about your boyfriend now? Writing love letters to each other. Oh, he's got a different perspective now. He's delaying judgment, it looks like. Hey, Swan. Kim Jong-un. Well, in the center, he's juggling. He's going back and forth on him right now. Looks like he can't quite make up his mind about him. The challenge is, that they both kind of charge in blindly into their relationship. At the root of this is treachery and mysteries that we have yet to see. Things hidden in the night. Wow. Recent past, Queen of Wands with Kim Jong-un's perception. It looks like a woman is talking to him. Oh no, this is Nancy Pelosi. She's a fire sign. I'm laying some clarifiers. He sees that Trump is in defense mode against Nancy Pelosi. So he's kind of like, ooh, is he even going to be there? Crowning the reading, temperance. He's being patient. He's tempering himself. He's not saying much. But near future, he's He's looking at Trump as, a successful businessman, the wealthy merchant, the content merchant, that he's been successful. And he's got a proposal for Trump. So interesting. He doesn't have the proposal for Trump. I'm laying clarifier. Sorry, it's not him. Kim Jong-Un is not proposing anything to Trump. He sees that a proposal is going to be made to Trump, and he sees that the fool is going away, and can't make any plans. Always waiting for the ship to come in. Yeah, he would like to have an agreement, get the sanctions lifted, but it looks like he sees that Trump's going to get a proposal probably from either Congress or Mueller or something to get him out of office. So he's kind of sitting back. Let's take a look. Kim Jong-Un, how closely are you working with Putin in Russia? Oh, thank you guys for the thumbs up. AC, Marilyn's here. Reading comments while I shuffle. Kim Jong-un, what's going on with you and Putin? Do you trust him? Do you have agreements? How anyone could trust Putin, right? Oh, he's hoping for big money. He's hoping for big money with Putin. Oh, interesting. Priesteries, I can never pronounce your name right. Interesting. So Kim Jong-un thinks, looking at Putin, he thinks he's, a thief trying to get away with stuff, and he's being patient about that too. He's tempering himself. At the root of it, the oligarchs, as well as Trump, they have had success in the past, but this is also about end of a cycle. So the cycle is ended, and he is now crowning the reading. What's in the ethers right now? He feels betrayed by Putin. He feels betrayed by Russia. It's causing him great anxiety up all night. Emotions overflowing. Goes back to Trump, the fool. Goes back to Trump, the fool, because Russia can't seem to control Trump and his craziness. He's, illumination that's coming out now, and Kim Jong-un is trying to get to higher ground, but he's putting a lid on his emotions. The illumination is strong. The illumination is strong on Trump. So I would say right now, he's not working with Putin. He's kind of going his own way. I don't think you'll have to, Scully. Take 6 more years of Trump. He won't make it through 2019. He won't be running. So let's look at Felix Sater. Felix Sater, he's a convicted criminal. His ties to Bayrock Group, real estate group. He's the one that took Trump's kids over to Russia. Has deep ties. He's known to have connections to the Russian mafia. He's now a U.S. citizen, but he is a convicted felon. So let's take a look. Felix, how's your testifying to Congress going to go? That's a good question, Marilyn. May have to look at that Netanyahu's problems. Sater, yeah, he's afraid they're going to shine a light on him. They know a lot about him. They know a lot. The investigators. Interesting. Well, Felix Sater's feeling strong right now. I don't know why he would feel strong right now, but he's feeling strong right now. But the challenge is an end to this. At the root of this is Ivanka. Yeah, deals, and here in the recent past, the lovers. This is who he's in bed with, who he's doing business dealings with, who he's made agreements with, and especially Ivanka. Crowning the reading, what's in the sky, as Victoria Skirbo says it, what's in the ethers, sort of truth. The investigation's coming after him. Near future, he's a thief. He's been on tax frauds and everything. He's a thief. He's worked with Trump. Abundance of networking coming up on this. Illumination. Yeah, he's helped Trump the fool. He's helped Trump climb to higher ground, win the election, get in the government, but and helped him with all his dirty tricks, his connections. Looks like there's going to be some victory in this investigation, and Sater's going to be out in the cold begging and waiting. I'm trying to see if he's going to jail. Asking in my head, sorry. Is he going to jail? Yeah, it looks like he's going to be doing a juggling act, trying to spin it for all his treachery that he's done and people he's partnered with. Yeah, secrets coming out. He's gonna be indicted. Yeah, victory on the indictment. So yeah, I would say he's going to end up going to jail for some time. I had a weird thing I was thinking about last night. We know Trump keeps working on things even after people find out about it. I want to see, is he still working on Trump Tower Moscow deal? And Sater, my feeling on Sater is he's like a double-edged sword. He did work with the FBI and CIA before, but I feel like he's like a double agent because he's still got all these ties to Russia and the Russian mafia. What are you guys betting on, Dan? Trump, are you still trying to get your Trump Tower Moscow deal? He's still working on that. I feel like, my guides are telling me the Trump Tower Moscow deal was like an illusion for other things, more important, bigger things like money laundering. So kind of tells me, yeah, he's got a new plan he's trying to charge forward with. Oh, wow. I pulled 2 cards for the first, the devil covered by Mueller. Yeah, the devil covered by Mueller and Mueller and right in the center, and the winning at all costs. Here's Trump and the foundation with all his greedy money. his network here in the past. I have the good news crowning this, and I don't think it's good news for Trump. So looks like, you know, he's going to be juggling, trying to figure out how to spin it. I don't feel like this is, yeah, he's going to be suppressed and possibly, you know, imprisoned. Now, you guys know, if you watch my videos, I don't think he's going to a regular prison. I think he'll be put in an insane asylum or something, mental health care. Yeah, for his lunacy and his treachery, defeated, and quick action. Yeah, they're going to bring out all his messages. They're going to bring out all his messages that he's done with Russia, put him in defense mode, and Trump's just trying to hang on to what he's got. So I don't think he's still trying to work on a deal for a Trump Tower. I think that was all illusion to begin with. Colonoscopy. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to look at? Let's take a look after this Kim Jong-Un meeting. What does Putin think of Trump now? I'm betting on Psycho War, Dan. They because he's a danger to the country, they're going to have to put him up somewhere. I do feel like, if you see my video on do they have evidence of treason, I do believe they have evidence of treason, but I don't feel like they're going to charge him with it. I think they're going to use that as negotiation to get him out. But what does Putin think of Trump now? Oh, he's juggling with him. He's juggling too. Lucy's howling in the background. If you guys hear mewing, I should say. Well, Putin right now, he's got another proposal for Trump. The challenge is the sword of truth. The challenge, you know, and crowning the reading, the justice system working on Trump. It's like he's giving him information to how he would work this if he were Trump. He's got a proposal for him, but the challenge is the sword of truth keeps coming out. You know, his relationship with Trump in the past has been strong. I got the strength card in the past. But in the foundation, Trump's in defense mode, and he knows it. You know, crowning the reading, like I said, justice coming down. And justice is coming swift. Judgment is changing about Trump as well as Putin. Interesting travel card, and then I have the government. I would say that might be the vehicle, because of the judgment that's coming down from the government. That's the vehicle that takes Trump away. Let me see here. Yeah, end of a cycle and death, with Nancy Pelosi right in the middle. You know, when Nancy shows up for me, you know, she's you know, Speaker of the House, so she's over all these guys that have all the different committees investigating. So she often shows up for me as like the entire House, like representing the entire House. So she's sitting right in the middle of victory and end of the cycle and the death card and an end and big change. She's sitting right in the middle of it, and Putin knows it. Putin knows it. Putin does not. Yeah, he does not like Nancy. But he's trying to advise Trump on how to get away with it. He's trying to advise Trump on how to get away with it. So they are still talking. You know, I don't think they even need a back channel. I think Trump's just picking up the phone in the Oval Office or picking up his cell phone and calling people in Putin's world. Okay, so the Dems are now getting information from Deutsche Bank, which Deutsche Bank had ignored requests before the Dems took over the House. Now they're cooperating. They're also subpoenaing to get Trump's tax returns. Not sure what to read on here. There's just so much going on with all this. Will they find evidence of money laundering? Will they find evidence of money laundering and tax fraud? Victory right on the bottom. Yippers. Oh, and they're going to share it with Mueller. Or Mueller sharing with them. Fortunes changing. Good news in the foundation. It's the investigation going on in the past. Yeah, they're also going to get all the messages about the money. The network. The treason. Treachery. Yeah, they're going to be throwing out a lot of indictments. They're going to get the courts to throw a lot of indictments around. You know, again, some people are going to receive a harsh end. Some are going to have a be forced into retreat. With Trump in general, money laundering. Yep, the investigators are going to shine a light on that. Yeah, because here's Trump with, oh, where should I put all my money? Yeah, I've got all this money from the oligarchs. Where should I put all my money? And Victory Card uncovering it all, looking at all the banks and where he stashed it. Scully's talking about Weaselberg. Let's take a look at him. You know, he's got that immunity deal, but will that do him any good? Is he going to break his deal just like Manafort did? Or is he going to spill the beans on Trump org? Sammy, I think we need to take a look at that, how the Republicans are going to feel after all this, because right now it looks like they're still standing behind him, and it's disgusting. Weaselberg, you going to spill the beans, good news, and messages? Oh, yeah, right smack in the middle. He's got abundance of information on the network, abundance. And the challenge is the investigators and judges sitting right on top of him. Yeah, he's in retreat right now in the foundation. He's trying to lay low. In the past, all the working together on dark money. Yep, he's got the information. He knows all about it. Crowning the reading, we're going to be celebrating 3 muses. That also could be the 3 children that he's got information on them as well. But here in the near future, Trump specifically, the full, he's going to give it to the government and the courts. It's going to have to do with money laundering, who paid who, and where it is overseas. Yeah. Who worked with who? Interesting. Nine of Pentacles, the secure, financially secure, financial security is going to be juggled because of all this betrayal. They're going to be stabbed in the heart. Weaselberg's going to lose his financial security. And here's the King of Cups. You know, he knew they were working with Putin. And here's the devil. He knew they were chained to the devil. He knew they took gifts of money. You know, it just goes on and on. Look, here's two aces, which to me is like, yes. He knows about all their plans, and he knows about the gifts of money, and he will be giving that to the courts as well as to the House in testimony. So, yeah, I would say he's probably going to flip. Me too, Linda. So let's take a look at how are the Republicans really feeling behind the scenes now. You know, in the Cohen thing, they just kept smearing him. And I read on this, I think, the other day when I went live, but I want to look at it again. What do the majority of the Republicans in Congress, what do they think of McConnell and Trump and the senior leaders, Graham and Grassley and all these old guys? What do they truly think? Do they really understand everything that's going on? Even that one senator that came, you know, was tweeting about Cohen and threatening him, and then showed up in the House meeting and stared him down. Forget his name. They know a lot of indictments are coming. And I feel like they know that indictments are coming even for people in the Republican Party. Yeah, in the past, their fortunes changed. Yeah, they lost the House, and it put them in defense mode at the root of this. Right now, they're just charging in with no plan. They're just charging in, no plan, hurrying in. And the challenge is that they lost the House. You know, they're mourning because they lost the House. The challenge, the fortunes changed. Crowning the reading, I'd like to clarify for this. This is the White House. They see the treachery. They see the treason. They see the secrets coming out. Again, it was about financial security for the Republicans, as well as Trump. We have the sword of truth. We have all the indictments that are coming, all the burdens that are coming, and all the legal issues that they're all going to have. Yeah. All the information that's going to come out through the House, all the messages, all the sharing of information, messages about money, messages about communication, and wow, it's like I'm getting all the pages. Yeah, this would represent to me, besides Trump's kids, it also says to me the younger people in Congress are paying attention to these messages. That's the energy I'm feeling. The younger people, yeah, and they're starting to pay attention to Mueller. You know, it's like even the older guys were being immature too. You know, they're like spies. They've taken money. They've, you know, fueled the propaganda. Created the havoc with the emotions, and then there's Mueller sitting on top of them all, and success and an end to this. It's all going to stop. This Let's take a look at Mitch McConnell and his wife together. I feel like their marriage is sort of a sham. You know, her father owns Foremost. Foremost used to sell product to retailers, and I actually met her father once when I was in China. They did patio things and grills and fire pits and things like that. And then he got into the shipping business, and then his shipping business, Elaine Child's father's shipping business tripled since she's been Secretary of Transportation. So yeah, he's making good money since his daughter's in there. But let's look at Mitch McConnell and his wife. How are they doing? Strength in numbers, or that could be Mueller's looking at them. Mueller's a fire sign, so sometimes he shows up as a strength card. They've got their messengers also, you know, the good news card. They're messengers of the propaganda and good news. Oh, how wonderful Trump is. They're messengers. The challenge is Trump himself. You know, how can you be a messenger for anything that he does? It's interesting. They're looking to their overseas businesses at the root of this. There's a lot of communication in the past, a lot of communication with the overseas businesses. Crowning the reading. I pause. This is, besides celebration, working together, collaborating together. This is my gay card. You guys know from my readings, I have nothing against gay people. I have many gay friends, love my gay friends. So it's my signifier for when I'm doing readings. A lot of times I do readings on people I don't know, and it kind of shows up for me to let me know. When I'm asking about McConnell and his wife, trying to make sure there's not something weird going on in the marriage, like with Pence and Mother. Yeah, it's really weird. Really weird. Heartbreak. When I laid clarifiers for the three muses, heartbreak feels like as a young man that McConnell was doing things, and he feels tied down. He feels suppressed now by the marriage, is what I'm getting. He feels suppressed by the marriage. Even though he's making money off it. Yeah, he's trying to put on the happy home for appearance for the whole GOP. He might be another Lindsey Graham, Mike Pence personality, suppressed. Near future, here's the fool. That would be Trump and the government. And Mueller sitting right on top of the government and showing up the dark money and working together. So it looks to me like McConnell's going to keep gaslighting this. He's going to keep trying to get away with it. He's going to keep trying to help the thief. I don't see him backing off of that. Yeah, because of all the family money they're making. He's got a new plan to make more money. Yeah, they're going to have to go away. They're going to have to go away. Yeah, they're made an offer. Leave. They're made an offer. Leave. Looks like that offer is coming from Nancy Pelosi. Looks like she's going to, several of the Dems have talked about, and Nancy in particular has said in the past that they are going to investigate everyone, even for obstruction of justice, even if they're a member of Congress. Well, guess what? Nancy's got a little proposal for McConnell and his wife. You guys need to go away. Marilyn, I think you asked earlier about Nunez. I haven't looked at him in a while. Let's take a look at Devon Nunez rushing off to the White House. Sea change, who was that? Yes, Sarah, that came out in a reading I did on Pence, that he's gay, has been for a long time. His wife's in the marriage alone, basically, is how it showed up, as well as my gay card. Devon Nunez. Almost forgot who I was reading on next. Devon Nunez, the thief, rushing to the White House with information. Oh, he's feeling suppressed right now. He's feeling suppressed, and the challenge is all the gaslighting he did, all the smoke screens he put up. Here's Mueller sitting right on top of him. Yeah, he went into retreat in the recent past because he knows Mueller's getting closer. Looks like there may be even some travel things up with Devon Nunez. So I don't know if he traveled some with Trump, or was he on that trip where a bunch of Republicans went over to Russia? Is he a part of that? Yeah, traveling for Trump. Traveling for Trump. Carrying secrets for Trump. Carrying secrets for him. Near future, with Mueller sitting on top of him right now investigating, his bonds are going to be revealed. We have victory card. This is the GOP also being involved. Indictments, waiting on indictments. Here's Nancy Pelosi again. Nancy always shows up as Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is her fundraising card for me. Like, she raises the most money. Oh, yeah, the security they got from Russia. The security they got from Putin. The messages they carried. They didn't need a back channel. Trump could just ask any of the main players in the Republican Party to be his messengers. Go over there, talk to Putin for me, talk to his people. Bonnie, I saw your question about election fraud. I have always felt, and I don't know if my friend Beth's still in here or not, we've always talked about it, that we feel like the voting machines were hacked in some places. Because I have this vision of, is it enough? Is it enough to get the electoral college votes? Because he didn't win the popular vote. We know here in Illinois that their election system was hacked, but what hasn't been proven yet were any votes changed. And I feel like in Texas with Beto and Ted Cruz, that something went on. Yeah, Beth's still here. Hey. I felt like votes were actually being changed. I had a lot of voter suppression issues that came up with North Carolina, Georgia, of course, and Florida. Florida, to me, seems to be one of the most corrupt states in the country right now as far as elections go, going back to Bush Gore and even before that. Corruption with the pedophiles, we all know about that. The judicial system there, Alex Acosta, even sheriff's departments and people on the take that took money to help Jeffrey Epstein get a lighter sentence. Let's see, will the Dems, now that they're in the House, will they get information out? Will they do an investigation on actual vote tampering, not just suppression, not just gerrymandering, actual changing of votes? And whether it was done by Russia or someone here in the U.S. The winning at all costs card on the bottom. That's what vote tampering is all about. Trump right here in the middle of it. And changing his fortunes. Changing votes. At the root of it, moving votes from one to another, putting up smoke screens about it in the past because they haven't wanted to investigate it. Illuminations crowning the reading that tells me, yes, here again in the near future, was it enough? Was it enough? They're still doing it. They're still doing it. It's what it's telling me. They're still doing it. They're still mixing it up. They're still shifting, mixing it up. They've got agreements with people who are doing this. Yeah, it's treason. It's flat out treason, messing with our elections. But there is going to come illumination on this. We have an end to this and a big change. These are the boys you can't tell who's winning. It's like they're fighting, they're battling, but you can't tell who's winning. And that's the problem in the election system. You can't tell who's truly winning because they have changed votes. Yep, and judgment by the people is going to come down hard on this. It's going to give people a new perspective on what's gone on too. And a lot of people that have not felt anxious are suddenly going to start feeling anxious. Actually, in the long run, what I'm getting is it might bring the two sides together between the Republicans and the Democrats in Congress. It might get them to start working together on this and cleaning it up because it's going to get highlighted. It's going to come out. I'm just drawn to on the Sun card. The Sun card's called, is numbered 19. And I'm drawn to that for some. I usually don't get drawn to the numbers on cards unless I get a lot of 2s or a lot of 4s or something. But I'm drawn to that 19 that feels like maybe 19 months or so that something will come out on it. Again, the Sun card can also be a card for Aries. So it could be like next March, April or something. I want to look at Jeffrey Epstein one more time. And I know he's gross and a lot of you guys don't like hearing all the crap that he does to young women. His plane, Lolita Express, he's flown many wealthy and higher up people around on his plane partying, as well as had them at his Manhattan condo and his house in Palm Beach and his house in the U.S. Virgin Islands, flying people around, including Bill Clinton. So may need to look at that and see if Bill Clinton's involved with Jeffrey Epstein. I want to know, is Jeffrey Epstein blackmailing people? Did he get people to come there and use these young women as a way of getting blackmail information so that these people would later help him stay out of jail when he got caught? Because he knew it was only a matter of time before all these women started talking. Does or has Jeffrey Epstein blackmailed people for political gain for himself to help? And does he have tapes? Good news card. Also a messenger. Interesting. Jeffrey Epstein, it's like he's pondering all his money that he's gotten from people. He's also pondering, it feels like he's looking at his tapes, his recordings. Treachery crossing him, treachery. At the root of it, he feels like he's got strong, I was asking, has he been blackmailing? He has strong evidence against other people, and it made him feel more empowered and more secure to get away with this. In the past, he's put people into defense mode, having to protect themselves. Well, why would they have to protect themselves? Anxiety over fear of judgment of the people, because he's blackmailing them. They're afraid he's going to put it out there. Oh, you're a pedophile too. They're afraid of the reaction of the people. Crowning the reading, it was huge, abundant, huge network. We have the magician, the sleight of hand, the dirty tricksters that would tell me, yeah, he has hidden things. He's made proposals to people that they didn't like. Interesting, the Republican GOP card comes up here. So, yeah, I would say there's some people in the GOP. It's also, the happy home, like, oh, look, we have the happy home and I'm going to tear it down. And defeating people. Yep, I would say a lot of the tapes were done overseas. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of people that are going to lose on this, because I feel like that's going to come out. Somebody needs to go in and raid Epstein's properties all over the world. Let me see. To be fair, look at how involved was Bill Clinton with Epstein. He's flown on his plane before. Did he have any involvement with the underage girls. Ooh, secrets and mysteries. Well, here's Bill Clinton right now in retreat. The challenge is illumination on this. The challenge, and notice there's a child on this, the challenge. At the root of this games that were going on. Sorry, I have to take a sip of tea. I'm talking a lot. At the root of this games that were going on, battles, recent past justice for the children that were involved in this. It's a tower moment for Epstein. It looks like Bill Clinton was aware that some people were paid off about this, that some people were being blackmailed. He does see that there's a new beginning in investigations on that, and that the women are fighting back. The women are fighting back. The thieves are not going to get away with this. You know, it's heart-wrenching. It's just heart-wrenching and betrayal to these girls. Yeah, a female investigator in particular. I'm not getting the lovers cards. I'm not getting bonding cards or things that would tell me that Bill had done something with these younger women. I think he was aware of it. I think he's aware of it, and I think he's aware that there was some blackmail going on. So, for a change with Bill, he was smart enough to keep it in his pants, stay out of trouble. But he does see the justice system now shaking it all up. I don't see problems for Bill in this. I try to look at all sides. I'm having trouble keeping up with all the comments while focusing on the readings. If we had any orbs today, like I did the other night. Alexander Acosta. Let's take a look at him. How's he feeling now that... I want to know, you know, the judge put it for the two sides in the Epstein thing, the women and Epstein, their lawyers, to work out some sort of deal because the women never had a chance in court. But I feel like there'll be other lawsuits, you know, coming out on that. Alex Acosta, will you be investigated or disbarred for obstruction of justice? The other thing that's interesting with the Epstein case is Starr that Brett Kavanaugh worked with, that was involved in the Clinton impeachment proceedings. There's ties to William Starr, isn't it? And Kavanaugh even. I did a reading last night on Kavanaugh. Was he involved with the young women? I didn't get that, but he's definitely involved in a lot of underhanded things with. Oh, thanks, BJ. Yeah, it's true. It's daylight today. I was doing it at night the other night, so it was easier to see the orbs. One of them was kind of purplish the other night, which is interesting because I've had the song Purple Rain on my head a lot for the last few months. That's Archangel Zadkiel energy. Kinstar, thank you. Kinstar, couldn't remember Star's first name. So, Alex Acosta, how are you feeling? You going to be in trouble? You going to have legal issues? Oh, he's anxious. We like for him to be anxious about it, don't we? Anxiety. Yeah, he's had bright sunny days over this, but the illumination again on the children is right there in his environment, and he's put in defense mode. In the past, he's been working with Trump, the fool. At the root of this is who he's paid off. Here's the investigators doing the work and shining the light. It looks like there's a strong case that's going to come forward on this. That doesn't feel like Acosta showing strength. It feels like there's a strong case from the investigators. He's going to be out in the cold, juggling his finances, going after some money with him, his dealings with Trump too. They're going to charge after him, not just over his dealings with Epstein. They're going to charge after him with his dealings with Trump. And again, he's going away. He's going away with all his baggage. He's going to be waiting on indictments. And indictments of Acosta are not going to come until Trump's gone. I'm getting new beginnings with this after Trump's gone. Every going away card there could possibly be, right? Money and sex, Linda. Money and sex at the root of all of this. I was looking at my notes to see if I missed anything I wanted to read on today. Oh, I wanted, Cohen, it's interesting. Cohen, he's cooperating with New York and Mueller, even though he doesn't have a plea deal. So he's at risk of having additional, charges brought against him. Manafort, it was said that New York is also looking into him because if Trump tried to pardon Manafort for his federal crimes, New York would go after him for tax evasion. So let's look at Manafort and New York. I agree, Alchemist. Manafort. Money laundering, tax evasion. What is New York going to get you for? Are they going to bring charges against you and add to your number of years in prison just to make sure you die in prison? There's a messenger fell out. Messenger tells me Trump's still trying to get information to Manafort. Hi, Beth. Did you leave? Beth's studying for a test today. Manafort's going away for a long, long time. He's having to leave everything behind. This tells me New York's going to take everything he's got. Everything he's got. There's going to be nothing left. Ooh. And all because of his ties to the devil. I'm feeling two energies here. His ties to Putin as well as his ties to Trump. His challenge is the new plan by the New York office to go after him. His challenge is the new plan. Now that that's out. I've got 11 these cards, guys. You're going to love this one. At the root of this, it's all his agreements and bonding he's done with other people, all the deals he's made. Here's Manafort trying to hang on to what he's got, which is not a lot because he's already got the federal charges. Crowning the reading, here's Trump, King Trump. It looks to me like, and the money Manafort's gotten from also the oligarchs. It looks to me like the New York offices are going to integrate jail time for him is what I'm getting. And here's why. I've got change of fortune. This is a good card of being imprisoned, treachery, treason, secrets, coming out. And the New York is going to integrate his jail time is what I'm getting. So yeah, they're going to add to his jail time. They're going to add to it. How many times can the devil come out in readings on these people, right? When I do personal readings, I rarely get the devil. And when I do, it's usually because it's something minor, like you're bedeviled about something. It does come up sometimes for addictions. When I do personal readings every now and then, I'll have someone who, has a family member that's struggling with addictions, and it'll come up. And, but in general, the devil card doesn't come up that much in personal readings. But with these guys, every time I throw cards, there it is. Yeah, and the Ten of Swords. And Justice and Mueller. Oh, let's look at Lindsey Graham. I've been meaning to read on him. I'm going to do Lindsey Graham, and then I'll stop there, guys, because I don't like to make the live streams too long because then people will get bored trying to watch it later. It's already over an hour, I think. So let's look at Lindsey Graham. Wishy-washy, back and forth, probably blackmailed, does make money off Russia. Stands up for soldiers in Syria 1 minute and then folds under Trump. So, Lindsey, what is up with you and Trump and the Republican Party? Who's got the goods on you? Why are you being the way you are? Yeah. Somebody had a money proposition for him, blackmail. Lindsey, right now, he's feeling victorious. Right now he's feeling victorious. And he's putting up all the smoke screens. The challenge is the smoke screens, actually. The propaganda, the smoke screens. Recent past, he's been out in the cold. Tells me he's had some financial dealings in this that he's had some losses over. So again, probably blackmail. Somebody's blackmailing him for money. Here's the hermit investigating at the root of this. He sees the investigations being done. Crowning it, is Trump. It's the White House. This is also a card of celebration, but this is, for me, it keeps coming up as the White House, as well as Congress. Investigators charging in, new plans, strengthen their cases, strengthen the evidence. Here's Lindsey waiting on indictments, and is he anxious? Why are you anxious? He's anxious about the sword of truth. He's anxious about the work that he has done on this. Again, we're just talking. Ten of Swords keeps coming up. He's anxious about all the work he's done at this. And the money that he's made in this. And an end in the GOP, an end to the happy home, and into the GOP is the way it was. Lindsey's going to go away. I'm not getting jail for him, but he's going to go away. Yeah, he's going to retire. He's going to retire. Yeah, he's going to have new beginnings with money too. That feels like Russian oligarchs. Like he's still going to be dealing with them, still making money off of them. These guys, there are so many of them that make money off of Russia. Mike Pence's brother sells equipment to Russia. Mike Pence himself makes money. McConnell, all of them. They are all. Russia has been infiltrated in the GOP monetarily for a long time. And then you add to it Maria Butina taking money through the NRA and the money that came to the super PACs that was money laundered. I want to take one last quick look. Let's look at the GOP party. Will it survive all this? Will it survive? Will they be able to rebuild it after all of this information comes out? My guys are saying the right-wing faction will survive. So we're still going to have those extremists in the right wing, far right, alt-right. Yeah. There's a lot of anxiety about this. I think a lot of Republicans see that their party is falling apart. They need to temper themselves. They need to stop with the dirty tricks. A bunch of them need to retire. I'm asking for angel guidance on this to get a clear reading here. Sword of Truth is sitting on top of that they need to temper themselves. And this is also about integration. They need to integrate. They need to allow our country to be integrated. They're blocking too much of the integration in our country. The tricksters need to go away. They just need to move on, get out of the government. A bunch of them need to retire so that they can start working across the aisle again. It all started with Newt Gingrich. Was one of the first ones that said, "Don't work across the aisle." I asked, will they continue? And it looks to me like they're going to continue trying to get money and new plans to get money. from donors as well as Russia. Yeah, gifts of money. Gifts of money. It's ultimately all that's on their mind. All they want is the big money and success at winning control of the White House. That's all they care about. The big donors are going to keep giving them money, so they will survive because the big donors are going to continue to give them money. They'll be strong again one day. Because of the money. So until the Democrats can get some of the big money out of politics. Loren Underwood is my local representative in Congress, and she did a door-to-door campaign. She's our first African-American representative from my district, and she's the first female. And she asked me, what would you like to see? What would you like for me to work on? And my first thing was get the money out of politics, get the lobbyists out, get the do something about the people who, when they leave Congress, they become lobbyists themselves, get the big money out, get the corporations out, and then we'll have fair tax laws. And then we'll have, healthier jobs for people, for everyone. And we won't be benefiting just the CEOs. And we'll have laws that apply to all of us. And we'll take care of our people that are struggling. No one asks to go through difficult times. It amazes me when they feel like, food stamps and welfare, is just helping people that are lazy. No, everybody goes through a difficult time. Until they stand in the shoes of someone that goes through a difficult time, they don't understand what it's like to go through those times. So I know you guys do. So we'll just keep hoping that some laws get changed there. Thank you guys for joining me today. I am so sorry about the initial startup. And I was starting like 5 minutes early trying to get in. I still was like, oh my God, this software, it's driving me crazy. But I'll try and straighten it out before the next time I do a live thing. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me today. And we'll try to do this, maybe once a month. I don't think I'll do live streams for a little bit here. But I do appreciate all of you joining me. Thank you, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. For those of you overseas, have a wonderful Monday and week later over there. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.